How can you tell if someone's a criminal?
Everybody's a criminal. You'll commit a crime. I actually was in a program called RDAP. It was a drug and alcohol kind of a recovery program in prison. The psychologist that ran the thing was going around talking to everybody about getting out of prison. I said, I'm going to do this for about a year. And they were like, well, what happens after a year? And I said, if like in a year, I'm living in the spare room and I'm riding a bus and I can't pay my bills. And she goes, yeah, what happens then? I go, I'm going to commit a massive, massive fraud and I'm going to leave the United States because that's where I up last time. And she went, committing a crime, that should never be an option. I go, well, anybody will commit a crime under the right circumstances. She goes, that's not true. I said, really? I said, let me give you a scenario, doc. I know she had 2 kids. I said, you got 2 kids. Let's say you're married, you're a psychologist, you work for the government, and suddenly there's a recession and they cut back on programs like RDAP and you lose your job and you find out that your husband is having an affair and he leaves you and stops paying child support. By the way, most of that I knew through the back door. Some of that was true. You're living in your car with your 2 kids and you're sleeping in a grocery store parking lot and they happen to put the bread 4 feet inside of the door. And you know if I walk by there and I snag a loaf of bread, my kids live for another week. Anybody under the right circumstance will commit a crime. The difference is my threshold's just a little bit lower than yours. That's all. Anybody would do it.
I'd get that bread.
Absolutely. Fuck that. Fuck Publix.
They got enough money.
Right.